Okay, I figured that just for a change of pace, we could do a Scythian domination victory. Hardy har har, I know, I crack you up. So, seriously though, I'm curious to see what kind of differences we'll have here with the changes to units, such as having the coursers and the cuirassers, or however those are pronounced, and the wall changes, obviously, plus disasters and such. So I'm actually going to try, I'm doing this on the Deity, Tamiris, continents map. That's the default. I'm going to put on a huge map with 12 people with the disaster intensity on the default, and we'll see how this goes. I've been thinking a bit more about Gathering Storm, and I think that overall it's a buff for Scythia early game because they can literally get more like horsemen out than anyone else, because they basically get free, 20 free horses every time they make one because they get a second one. But late game, I think it's definitely a nerf of sorts, because you can no longer have your swarms of helicopters going everywhere, right? They used to be not costing resources. Now they cost an aluminum each. So, all your cavalry, you're probably not going to be able to upgrade them to helicopters. And you're also encouraged to, because of that, you're very much encouraged to have mechanized infantry or tanks, because those require oil, or rocket artillery, which also require oil. So, being able to train a little bit cheaper and like the fascism bonus by training units 50% faster also means less at that point, because you have a limit on the number of units you can actually be using, right? So, I'm not quite sure what to make of that. So that's a nerf to fascism as well. That actually is an argument to go to something else and slot in the fascist legacy, which still gives you like 4 to 5 combat strength. I think that's actually a strong argument for moving on to one of the end game things, or even going to democracy, right? Instead of fascism, once you have the card and you have the army you want, would be, I guess you're probably not gonna have any allies then, are you? Communism, I guess. Alright. Also, another big thing is we are not going to be worried about global warming here. Bring on global warming, I say. I'm not actually trying to say bring on global warming. I'm just pointing out that I'm not going to overly concern myself with it here. What do I want to do? One, two, three. Are any of these considered like coastal lowlands? No. This is a really weird start. I don't want to be here. And right on the border with this is also weird. So if I settle on the coffee, I could like commercial up here, maybe Great Zimbabwe there, Government Plaza, Campus, Theater District, Encampment, something like that. And if I can get Petra again, great. But if I don't really need it. I'll just deal with that. I'm kind of thinking that seems like a decent choice. We'll go with that. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bonus resources at a minimum, possibly more. And coastal lowland 1 meter. Or whatever, that's a long way off. We can probably make a flood barrier for like cost of 200 with our capital at that point. It means we can still make like a water park and a harbor over there or something, or maybe we can even make Venetian arsenal. I'm willing to go with this. Okay, let's get our horses revealed. We have extra culture, which is great. I don't even know if it's really worth getting archers anymore. I'm really gonna need horses. We'll see if I find anyone else here, I guess. I should make at least one slinger, just even for exploring. Because we're going to do things like find barbarians. I got a recon unit. Score. Out of population. Score. We're about to get the deer, which is also scored. Man, if we were the... Is it Molly? Whoever the Songs of the Jolly thing. Be really strong. One, two, three, 4, 5. Man, that would be a really good spot to put... oh well. Man, that would be an amazing Petra City up there, though. Of course, we haven't found anyone else, which is kind of weird so far.
At his best.
We're like by ourselves over here or something. It's weird.
If there are no dogs in heaven.
Oh, well, there's 2 sources of horses right over there. Hey, look at that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, well, actually, that is a downside. We can't make Temple of Artemis there anymore, can we? So we can make a Temple of Artemis there. Requires adjacent to a camp improvement, so I could still do... So if we're thinking of trying to put the Great Z here, that means we need a commercial hub here, which means we probably want the government plaza here, which means like a campus here would make sense, right? And then we could put like theater here eventually. That means we could do something like, let's see, so that over there is charming, charming, average, average. That's going to go down if we make a mine, though if we put a wonder there, it'll go up. So maybe encampment? I don't know, I'll have to think about that. Could also go with an industrial zone and put the encampment 1 to the west. Oh, hey, we found that. Nan Model, that's actually really good. Nan Model, you rock. We are very happy. We got an envoy. Okay, it doesn't really help us right now. I'm actually going to cut this short because I'm going to go play with a friend.